Hey everybody, welcome to Buzzworthy Business, brought to you by Seaside Bank and Trust. I'm your host, Jesse Stakes, and today I have Dr. Kristy Harvell from Health by Design. Kristy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about Health by Design. Tell our audience what you guys do and what you're doing for our Jacksonville community.
Okay, sure. Well, we're a health and wellness practice. We're on Southside Boulevard, and we are clinical nutrition, chiropractic, and then other wellness services, including detox, weight loss. It's really a customizable, holistic approach to healthy living.
So we were talking a little bit off camera, and we were talking about some of the things that you guys do. And I know you said a lot of the component of what you guys do is really talking about people's nutrition.
Yeah, like 70% of the practice is nutrition.
So I know that people have poor diets in our country anymore, and that probably contributes quite a bit to their, an unhealthy lifestyle.
Correct.
Can you talk a little bit about what you guys do, like what that approach looks like for people when they come into the practice?
Yeah, for sure. So we have the ability to actually test our patients for specific food sensitivities. So that's great because then it's not just an all over the map, like where do you start?
Right.
A lot of our patients, by the time they've come to us, have probably done their own, Google search for diet, nutrition, healthy living, that kind of stuff, and kind of just come up empty-handed because it's all over the place, right? Like what is the miracle cure for one person might not even gloss the surface for another person.
Well, and it's quite difficult to get to the advertisements because everybody's advertising something different.
Exactly. So at least with the nutrition testing that we do, we can customize it to the person and give them a starting place and a priority, right? So like if somebody we find is allergic to, food additives, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners, then at least we're like, okay, let's look at where those are coming in and start working on that first. And then additionally, depending on the clinical case, it's clinical nutrition. So, if everybody came in with headaches, 10 people came in with headaches, they're not going to all be on the same diet, or be given the same advice. It take into account, like if they're male or female, their activity level, their age, all these different other factors. And ultimately, we design a clinical program, which might be nutrition, it might be chiropractic, and it might be lifestyle modification, depending on the unique person.
So talk a little bit about the chiropractic side. How does chiropractic medicine as far as overall wellness, how does that work together?
Well, a lot of people, unfortunately, have come to think that chiropractic is just neck pain, back pain, headaches. And it's not to say that we can't help with that, but that's like the easy part. Chiropractic works on your spine, which houses your nervous system. And your nervous system controls every other organ and system in the body.
Right.
So if that's not balanced and in alignment and just giving instruction properly to the body, it's really hard to then go out to the periphery and try to heal, maybe a blood pressure issue or a knee issue or a gut health issue, when the nervous system isn't able to give the right command signal. So that's how we approach chiropractic, more from a holistic perspective to help the nervous system just do what it was designed to do.
Very good. I know you're incredibly passionate about what you do. How did you get started? How did you get into this field?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think like a lot of people that get in the healing arts, they probably started with their own health story, and that was my story. I was not always like the beacon of health and wellness, unfortunately. When it started in middle school, I was having a chronic pain condition, and unfortunately the medical world wasn't able to help me. And if you go on my website, it kind of says that, and the exact patients that come to me were me at one point, where I say, like, if you were bounced around, you've sought out care from specialist to specialist, been poked and prodded, had maybe like every test under the sun, and they all come up negative. However, you're living in a body like I was that isn't doing well. Like you knew what it was like to feel well, and then suddenly contrast that with your current situation, but they're telling you you're normal. That was my story, and I had to ultimately take time off of my undergraduate studies, which I was studying to become a medical doctor. So it's kind of was a major career shift and wake-up call for me. But I had to kind of reassess, like, what do I think health really is and where it comes from? And it was the chiropractic school that guided me back to my own health, and that I resonated with that philosophy that the body heals itself, and it's not an outside-in, take a pill, quick fix type of medicine. It's that the body can, health comes from within you.
Sure.
And if you're not healthy or experiencing health and there's some symptoms coming up that are interfering with life, there's probably something out of alignment alignment or out of balance. Maybe there's something critical nutrition missing. Maybe there's something that doesn't belong there, like a toxin, a chemical, or a heavy metal. And so what we find is when we get the bad stuff out, and then put the good stuff back in that the body isn't missing, it is missing, the body knows how to heal, and it will go back into, an alignment in a healthy situation. So I had to learn that for myself, and then I thought, man, people are never going to get there. Right. We got to go out and talk about this and teach people that there's another whole way, and shift the paradigm, shift their thinking about health and how to create that for themselves.
A lot of community education goes with it.
Oh yeah, humongous.
Do you have places, do you talk on the subject? Do you speak to, what kind of platforms do you use to speak to people and try to educate our community?
Well, we have our own. Our website, we have a YouTube channel, so any community education we've done has been recorded, and there's an entire library, and that's free, so the community can do that. We host health fairs and bring in vendors at our own event. We'll go and do employee appreciation, so if there's businesses that want to teach their employees how to be healthy and well, we'll go on site. Pretty much anybody who will listen. We've gotten invited all over places. I stood in a pavilion with a hand mic and a little karaoke machine and just, taught people out in the park one time. So just wherever people are wanting us to be and to listen. Yeah.
That's amazing. It's wonderful that you do that.
Thank you.
To the medical professionals that kind of call into question some of the benefits of chiropractic and truly just being holistic as far as the way that you're approaching your health.
Right.
What do you say to those people? What do you say to their, kind of, questioning the validity of it?
Yeah, there are a lot of skeptics out there, unfortunately. There's also a lot of censoring that's going on right now. So I think that anybody who has a message that doesn't align with the traditional message is being, silenced, which is sad to me because I just have a super high conviction for the ability for the body to heal. Yes. But the exact literature and research that proves what we do wasn't written by chiropractic. It was written by medical journals. So there is evidence-based practitioners like myself out there. There's tons of research that back what we do.
No doubt. I really appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you for allowing us to give a voice to holistic medicine.
Absolutely. If people want to learn more, I know they can go to your website, but where else can they find you?
We're on everywhere. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, social media, LinkedIn. If you type in Dr. Kristy Harvell or Health by Design, we should pop up.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jesse.
If you guys would like to learn more about us over here at Buzz TV or learn more about Dr. Kristy Harvell over at Health by Design, you can join us at jacksonvillebuzz.com. I'm your host, Jesse Stakes, and we'll catch you guys next time.